Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the eagerly anticipated second episode of my journey to try to beat all 15 quests in 2001scape. Here's what we've done so far. If you want to watch that, a link to episode 1 is going to be in the description here. We are coming to you today deep from within the Caridian Desert. Well, not really. There's not much of a Caridian Desert in the May 8th, 2001 build of RuneScape. But there is Alcarid, and we're going to be doing a quest from out here, one of the classic free-to-play quests, as these all are, from the original days of 2001. One of the things you'll notice here, there's no gate here. I tried to go through the gate and pay my 10 gold pieces to get across over to Alcarid from Lumbridge, but that gate isn't in RuneScape Classic. You have to make the long way around, which kind of makes Alcarid feel way further away than it actually is. Let's go in and start quest number 6 on this account. I seem to recall that this is one of the more fun quests of these early first 15 quests in the game. This one has quite the storyline to it. And we talked to Osman, a character who is still being fleshed out in the modern RuneScape 3 game, but here he is in May of 2001. Hello, I am Osman. What can I assist you with? You don't seem very tough. Who are you? I am the employee of the Emir. That is all you need to know. You know, I've been hearing wild rumors about a prince. The prince is not here. He is away. If you can be trusted, speak to the Chancellor, Hassan. Oh, so he's not even the starter of this quest. Where is Hassan? Greetings, I am Hassan, Chancellor to the Emir of Al-Kharid. Can I help you? You must need some help out here in the desert. I need the services of someone, yes. If you are interested, see the Spymaster Osman. I manage the finances here. Come to me when you need payment. What? So Osman sends me to Hassan, and Hassan sends me to Osman. Have I started the quest? What is happening? And I just gave this quest praise. Literally, these, some of the early quests are coded a little weird. Let's try Osman again. The Chancellor trusts me. I have come for instructions. Our prince is captive by the Lady Kelly. We just need to make the rescue. There are 3 things we need you to do. What is the first thing I must do? The prince is guarded by some stupid guards and a clever woman. The woman is our only way to get the prince out. Only she can walk freely about the area. I think you will need to tie her up. Jeez. 1 coil of rope should do that, and then disguise the prince as her to get him out without suspicion. How good must the disguise be? Only enough to fool the guards at a distance. Get a skirt like hers, same color, same style. We will only have a short time. A blonde wig too. That is up to you to make or find. Something to color the skin of the prince. My daughter and top spy Leela can help you out there. Oh my god, the dialogue in RuneScape Classic moves so fast. Okay, I'll try to write all that down. What is needed second? We need the key or a copy made. If you can get some soft clay, then you can copy the key. You can convince Lady Kelly to show it to you for a moment. She is very boastful. It should not be too hard. Bring the imprint to me with the bar of bronze. I'm going to have to go back through chat history to remember all of this. And what is the final thing you need? You will need to stop the guard at the door. Find out if he has any weaknesses and use them. Okay, I better go find some things. May good luck travel with you. Don't forget to find Leela. It cannot be done without her help. Leela is over in Draynor village. Man, I forgot there's a lot of things we need to gather here. Oh, one thing I should note here as I make the long and arduous journey to Draynor village here. I killed a couple of imps on my way here and got myself the red bead. So now I have 2 of the 4 beads that I'm going to need for the most pointless quest in the history of RuneScape, Imp Catcher. And in doing so, oh, here's another imp. Look at that. Get to train on yet another imp. Try to get some more beads. While we were killing a couple of imps, we got the incredible skills of level 4 attack, defense, and strength. So we are just unstoppable. Ugh, that took forever, and it only dropped ashes. Pointless. Alright, I've walked over to Draynor Village, and actually, while we're here, there are a few loose ends we can tie up for a few quests we're doing and future quests, things like that. First of all, Aggie here makes all kinds of potions. These are going to come in handy not only for this quest, which we're going to need a couple of things from her, but also for the upcoming quest, Goblin Diplomacy. We're going to need use of pretty much all of her dyes, so maybe we should just collect them now. Why not? Let's talk about this quest first. Could you think of a way to make pink skin paste? Why, it's one of my most popular potions. The women here, they like to have smooth-looking skin, and I must admit, some of the men buy it too. I can make it for you. Just get me what's needed. What do you need to make it? Well, dearie, you need a base for the paste. That's a mix of ash, flour, and water. Then you need red berries to color it as you want. Bring me those 4 items and I will make you some. Dang it! I totally forgot that ashes are something that I'm gonna need for this quest. That's hilarious. I just had the option of picking up the ashes that imp just dropped, one of the most useless items in the game, so I just left it there, forgetting that I was about to need it for this specific quest. Actually, while we're at it, let's ask her about a couple of more things here. Let's quickly remind ourselves what the ingredients for various dyes are here. Red, yellow, or blue. Red dye. I know she needs red berries. Yeah, 3 red berries and then a couple of coins. Yellow is onion. I need 2 onions for yellow. There's a place I can pick onions quite near here. And then what is blue? Blue dye, please. Woad leaves. Those are awkward. Don't I have to go all the way to Falador for woad leaves? Woad leaves. I think there's a gardener. Yeah, all the way out in frickin' Falador who can get me woad leaves. That's going to be annoying. Oh, I forgot to address that I killed an imp and now I'm wearing his hat as a reward. And then while I'm in town here in Draynor Village, I better talk to Ned. He's the one who's got to make me the wig for my Lady Kelly disguise. Why, hello there. My friends call me Ned. I was a man of the sea, but it's past me now. Could I be making or selling you some rope? Ned, could you make other things from wool? Well, I'm sure I can. What are you thinking of? Maybe like some sort of wig? Well, that's an interesting thought. Yes, I think I could do something. Give me 3 balls of wool, and I might be able to do it. Great, I'll get some. I think a wig would be useful for me. Good guy, that Ned. Well, I've been running to every corner of this game trying to collect various items for this quest and collecting some stuff I might need in the future, and I forgot there's no bank. I'm going to have to drop some of these somewhat useful items. I guess I won't need a spade anytime soon. I need these shears to get 3 wool, but I can't get 3 wool and 5. Maybe I just ignore. Maybe I'll collect more meat later. It seems bad to drop perfectly good food once it's cooked, but I forgot. I can't bank any items. There is no bank. Okay, well, I have wandered to all corners of the map to gather enough items for all of these dyes and this wig. I'm just going to quickly dye this wig blonde here with my yellow dye. Look at that. And then, as was asked of me, I'm going to find, what's her name? And ask her for more details. Oh, here she is, Leela, here in Southern Draynor. I'm here to help you free the prince. Your employment is known to me. Now, do you know all that we need to make the break? I must make a disguise. What do you suggest? Only the Lady Kelly can wander outside the jail. The guards will shoot to kill if they see the prince out, so we need a disguise well enough to fool them at a distance. The wig you have, well done. You will need to get a pink skirt, same as Kelly's. You have the skin paint, well done. I thought you would struggle to make that. You have rope, I see. Tie up Kelly. That will be the most dangerous part of the plan. What can I do with the guards? Most of the guards will be easy. The disguise will get past them. The only guard who will be a problem will be the one at the door. He is talkative, so try to find a weakness in him. We can discuss this more when you have the rest of the escape kit. Oh, I guess I didn't realize I need to find a skirt somewhere. I also need to get the key made. Oh! What is this? You have been playing for over an hour. Oh, this is just... Wait a second. Doing so will help ensure RuneScape remains free. I thought this was a pop-up that was just a part of the private server I'm playing on. Could this be a part of the original script of the game? I know it used to run with ads. 2001 was before they launched membership. I guess this is part of the original script of the game, that this will come up after an hour and try to get you to click on some of RuneScape's sponsors. That is a historically important pop-up, sort of, kind of. She was saying some stuff about the key that I kind of ignored. Where was I? I need to get the key made. Yes, that is most important. There is no way you can get the real key. It is on a chain around Kelly's neck, almost impossible to steal. To get some soft clay and to get her to show you the key somehow, then take the print with the bronze to my father. I must have missed something there. But long story short, we need to trick her into getting a mold of the key. So there's still yet more items I have to gather for this annoying quest. I'm going to need to find a skirt, which I think means I'm going to have to go all the way back to Varrock yet again. That's the only place I can think of to pick up one of those. There might be one in Alcarid, but that's like equally as far of a walk. I need some soft clay, which means, again, yeah, I guess I'll have to go to the mines south of Varrock and mine some clay. Good thing I just happened to pick up a pickaxe. There are no classes of pickaxe in this game, by the way, just a pickaxe. And I'm going to have to find some clay, use it with a water source, get some soft clay. We are not done with the item findage today, friends. So I've gone and gathered the remaining items I need, and I've gotten 3 beers here that I learned that I'm going to need later in this quest. And while I was at it, I killed a few more imps and got the white bead here. I now only have 1 more that I need for imp catcher, but that last bead is always the hardest one to obtain because now we're looking for just 1 item on an imp's drop table. I did get level 5 base combat stats, killing a few imps, which is fun. And let's finish off this quest now. Good, you have all the basic equipment. What are your plans to stop the guard interfering? I haven't spoken to him yet. Well, speaking to him may find a weakness he has. See if there's something that could stop him bothering us. Good luck with the guard. When the guard is out, you can tie up Kelly. Okay, let's work on the prison south of here. That's why I brought these beers. I believe now for the first time in the many, many times this trope gets brought up in all the RuneScape quests, we are using the tactic of manipulation through alcohol. So I think I have to avoid these outside guards. I think they are aggressive and will attack if I go too close to them. I think who I'm looking for is the guard by the door here. I don't know. Or we can just walk right into the prison. Okay, that's good. Here in the prison, we have the main guard. Here we go. The guard's name is Joe, and we have Lady Kelly. Let's talk to her. Are you the famous Lady Kelly, leader of the toughest gang of mercenary killers around? I am Kelly. You have heard of me, then. Heard of you? You are famous in RuneScape. That is very kind of you to say. Reputations are not easily earned. I have managed to succeed where many fail. Wow, you must have been trained a lot for this work. I have used a sword since I was a small girl. I stabbed 3 people before I was 6 years old. What is your latest plan, then? Of course, you need not go into specific details. Well, I can tell you I have a valuable prisoner here in my cells. I can expect a high reward to be paid very soon for this guy. I can't tell you who he is, but he is a lot colder now. Oh, I see. You must have been very skillful. Yes, I did most of the work. I had to grab we had to grab him under cover of 10 of his bodyguards. It was a stroke of genius. Can you be sure they will not try to get him out? There is no way to release him. The only key to the door is on a chain around my neck, and the locksmith who made the lock died suddenly when he had finished, so there's not another key like this in the world. That's amazing. Could I see this key? Just for a brief moment. I think it would be something I could tell my grandchildren when you are even more famous than you are now. As you put it that way, I'm sure you can see it. You cannot steal the key as it's on an adamantite chain. I can't see the harm of this. She shows me the small key on a strong-looking chain. Could I touch the key a moment, please? Only for a moment, then. I put a piece of my soft clay in my hand, and as I touch the key, I take an imprint of it. Thank you so much. You are too kind, oh great Kelly. You are welcome. Run along now. I'm very busy. We're a genius. She has no idea we just made a key print of her key. So sneaky. Oh no. I just realized there's going to be more item findage because I still have to make a key. I don't have a key. I just have an imprint. Oh, God. So apparently what I need is a bronze bar, which I don't think it's actually going to be no easy task since I'm such a low level. I'm going to have to go back all the way across the stupid map, all the way to the Varrock mine, or maybe there's one in one of the mines in Lumbridge Swamp somewhere where I can just get tin and copper, and then I'm going to have to make the actual bronze bar. This quest really gets you out a-gallivanting, I tell you. I've walked all the way back to Alcarid here, where I'm going to make my bronze bar. First smithing that we've ever done on this account. There's our bronze bar, and I think Osman will help us with the rest, and he is right in front of us, I think. Well done. We can make the key now. Pick up the key from Leela. I will get you 80 coins from the Chancellor for getting this key. Thank you. I will try to find the other items. 80 GP? I feel like I spent roughly 80 GP just gathering the items for this quest, so I find this figure to be a bit of an insult. You have proved your services with us. Here is 80 coins for the work you have already done. Maybe I'll get more when I'm done. Maybe I'm just greedy now. So, unless I will be collecting more cash from him, I might be done in Alcarat. And I don't just mean for this quest, I might be done in general. Well, I think I might have to come back one more time just to finish the quest, but this is the only quest that takes place here in what limited part of the Caridian Desert we have here in 2001scape. Actually, you know what? Before I go, there's a plate leg shop. I think it might be this guy. No. I gotta find the plate leg shop because I'm gonna need something other than these pants I have on to ward off enemies and whatnot. Hopefully they have something for under 120 GP because I barely got paid for this quest. Yes, Louis legs. God, bronze it is. It's 80 GP. Great. Like I keep saying about our armor rig, it is better than nothing. Okay, great news, everybody. I did not get it on camera, but I got the black bead. So I have all 4 beads. I can now go and complete Imp Catcher. I killed a lot of imps. I have level 6 attack, defense, and strength now. I've also been trying, here's one. I've also been trying to kill goblins as I go, now that I have a slightly higher level. I'm going to need, I believe, 3 sheets of goblin armor for goblin diplomacy. Rather funny that in order to do some diplomacy work with the goblins, I must first kill a bunch of them. They don't give you the drops like they do in the modern version of the quest. You can only collect goblin armor, to my knowledge, in this version of the game, by killing a bunch of them. So that kind of defeats the purpose of stopping the goblin war. But we will do it nonetheless. Yes, I'm so glad. You know what? Imp Catcher is known for taking absolutely forever because they won't drop the freaking beads you need. I only got 1 duplicate bead. I was extremely lucky. I thought that literally Imp Catcher might be the last quest we were working on based on how annoying the drop rate table is, but thank God I don't have to worry about imps anymore. They're done. That is so exciting. Glad I get to finish that quest, but you know what? First, let's carry on and pick up our key from Leela here. My father sent this key for you. Be careful not to lose it. She hands me a copy of the key. There it is. So I should now be able to get into the prison cell here. Oh, I have to get past the guard first. Oh, right. That's what the beer is for.
Hey, I'm Joe, door guard for Lady Kelly.
Hey, who are you guarding here?
Can't say. All very secret. You should get out of here. I'm not supposed to talk while I guard.
Oh, tell me about the life of a guard.
Well, the hours are good. Most of those hours are a drag. If only I'd spent more time at night school when I was a young boy, maybe I wouldn't be here now scared of Kelly.
I have some beer here. Fancy one?
Oh, that would be lovely. Just one now, just to wet my throat.
Of course, it might be tough being here without a drink.
This was perfect. I can't thank you enough.
Would you care for another, my friend?
Oh, I better not. I don't want to be drunk on duty.
Here, just keep these for later. I hate to see a thirsty guard. You hand 2 more beers to the guard, he takes a sip of one, then he drinks them both.
That was just what I needed to say on guard. No more beers, I don't want to be too drunk.
All right, the guard is drunk and no longer a problem. Let's quickly use our key on the door. Better get rid of that Lady Kelly before I... Oh, right, I have to tie up her... Okay, there we go. It took me forever, but I finally did it. I put her in a cupboard, apparently. Wild. Now, before too long goes by, I gotta use my key. There we go. We are in. Let's talk to the prince. Prince, I have come to rescue you. That is very kind of you. How do I get out? With a disguise. I have removed the Lady Kelly. She is tied up, but will not stay tied up for long. Take this disguise and this key. All right, I've disguised him. There he looks just like her. Spitting image. My father will pay you well for this. Go to Leela. She is close to here. The prince has escaped. Well done. I am now a friend of Alcarat. He said he would pay me well. Is he just going to stay standing there? Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, no more talk dialogues. Okay, he said I would be paid handsomely. I don't really consider 80 coins handsomely. Maybe if I go back there, they will give me even more money. While I'm at it here, I am going to go finish up Imp Catcher. So how are you doing finding my beads? I've got all 4 beads. It was hard work, I can tell you. Well, give them here and I'll sort out a reward.
I forget what voice I was doing for him before. Well, here's your reward then. An amulet of accuracy. Oh, that's actually pretty darn good. The wizard hands me an amulet. I have completed Imp Catcher quest and advanced 4 good magic level. Would you look at that? I now have level 5 good magic and level 1 evil magic. We're more good than evil. We haven't leveled either of our evil magic or pray evil, and I don't know if we will have any reason to during this playthrough, but we have level 6 pray good and level 5 good magic, and yes, the amulet of accuracy, which I totally forgot about, which will be our best in slot amulet through the rest of this because it does exactly as it says and improves my melee attack accuracy. So that's going to come in handy.
The prince is safe and on his way home with Leela. You can pick up your payment from the chancellor. Ah, sweet, I do get more money. You have the eternal gratitude of the Emir for rescuing his son. I am authorized to pay you 700 coins. 80 was put aside for the key. That leaves you 620. I've completed the Prince of Alcarat. That's a very evil amount of coins I have somehow managed to acquire to this point. But still, that's, I think, more. In fact, it's definitely more than I had at any point to this point. I have now completed 7 quests, 8 to go. And I think I'm going to head over to the Kingdom of Asgarnia for the first time on account here, in order to quickly knock off what I think is probably the easiest quest in the game. Many people say the easiest quest is Cook's Assistant, but this one I think you can get done even faster. It's another very simple gather a couple items for me and you have completed this quest type of quests. It's interesting to note that we now have level 11 in the now dead skill of influence. We're going to keep gathering levels in that as we complete more quests, and we are crossing the gate now to another kingdom, the Kingdom of Asgarnia. We have not set foot in this area yet. We're heading over to Rimington to do Witch's House really quick, but first take a look at Port Sarim here. At the time that this backup of RuneScape is from, the Kingdom of Asgarnia was pretty much brand new. And the city of Port Sarim, particularly here, it serves like no function. There's no quests here. Here's the pub where you start Pirate's Treasure, but that quest has not been put in the game. Neither has... Oh, look at this texture. This texture is very broken. Still ironing out the kinks here. Since Pirate's Treasure was not there, look at how primitive these docks look. None of these ships go anywhere. You can't go to Karamja. Karamja has not been put into this game yet. So it's kind of a ghost town here in Port Sarim, waiting for some content to come to it. And then over here across from this mine and this field, you will find the quaint, tiny little community of Rimington. In one of these houses, you will meet a witch who I've been told needs a little bit of help.
Greetings, traveler. What could you want with an old woman like me?
I'm in search of a quest.
Maybe I can think of something for you. Would you like to become more proficient in the dark arts?
Yes, help me to become one with my darker side.
Okay, I'm going to make a potion to help bring out your darker self so that you can perform acts of dark magic with greater ease. You will need certain ingredients.
What do I need?
You need an eye of newt, a rat's tail, an onion, and a piece of burnt meat.
Just so you know, that literally is the entire quest. We just need to get those things. And I never realized this until now. I guess this quest exists to set up the skill of evil magic. We might actually get some evil magic XP out of this. These should be very easy. We'll just pick up some meat from over here in the food store in Port Sarim, and then we're going to burn it on purpose. We will go over and pick up an onion, which is also very close by. Kill a rat for its tail. And there's also a magic store here in Port Sarim where you can get an eye of newt. No problem. Okay, you can literally quite quickly find all 4 of those items in the immediate vicinity of the quest start point. I'm going to come on back in here.
So have you found the things for the potion?
Yes, I have everything.
Excellent. Can I have them then?
I give her all the ingredients. She puts them in a potion, in a cauldron rather. She closes her eyes. She chants.
Okay, drink from the cauldron.
Drink from cauldron. You drink from the cauldron. You feel yourself imbued with power. And I've gotten 2 whole evil magic levels. I have now level 3 in the now dead skill of evil magic. And that was super easy. We are now more than halfway through all the quests in this game. 8 down. 7, to go. You know, I don't have everything left to complete this quest yet, but I've started to gather the items, so let's take a look at Goblin Village up to the north here, and at least get started on Goblin Diplomacy. This is a quest I have already done in old school RuneScape as part of the very first episode of Let's Play RuneScape, so it's all coming full circle for GBS Guitar Boy. You'll notice that here by Remington, southwest of Falador, we are on open ocean. Isn't that weird? This was just the way they showed the edge of the map, and there's nothing west of Remington or Falador in this game whatsoever. It's a very small version of RuneScape's world map, and we have already come to its westernmost point. Actually, you know what? This route takes us right through the big city of Falador, so let's explore it for the first time. Yes, Falador, the game's other big city. There are going to still be some fun storylines to explore here in Falador and in Varrock on this series. Don't you worry. You'll notice here to the east there is a gate to Falador's version of the player-owned houses. Falador had a plot of land reserved for the game's future player-owned houses, just like Varrock did. And that never came to be. Never came to be. Even in RuneScape Classic, this garden is quite pretty. This guy, I think, is gonna possibly sell me woad leaves for Goblin Diplomacy, so I'm glad I stopped here. At the time of this build, Goblin Diplomacy was the most recent quest added into the game. You'll notice that this new section of the map where Goblin Village is right on the ocean, right on the dead outside edge of this map as they're slowly building out this game from the inside out. Low poly Goblin Village looks very different. All the buildings in this game have pretty much the same texture models.
Green armor best. No, red every time. Go away, human, we busy.
How do I start the quest?
Green armor best.
Why is green best?
I forget now. But General Warface says it is. So it must be. Red armor best. No, green every time. Go away, human, we busy.
Wait, literally, how do you even start this quest? I fully forget. Oh my gosh, I had to look it up. This, for some reason, is not the quest start point for Goblin Diplomacy. For some reason, in this early version of the game, it is the bartender from Port Sarim, the one that I just said doesn't have any quest start points in this game. Yeah, he's the guy you have to talk to, who I guess tells us about that the goblins are having this dispute. That is bizarre, but apparently I'll have to go over there. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. Now that I'm in Falador, I'm just going to start one of the fun Falador quests here. Maybe the Knight's Sword. Oh my gosh, y'all, that was awful. It's actually like hours and hours later. I went to go do a couple of like background tasks that I thought would take me like 15 minutes. It was like hours of grinding. I took a break to have dinner. I just wanted to collect all 3 of the Goblin armor for the Goblin Diplomacy quest. I literally have failed so far. I've gotten the 2 and I've dyed them properly for the quest later. I still need 1 more. But I tell you, I've killed like 100 and something of these things. I also killed a bunch of chickens because I wanted to get to level 10 cooking for the next quest I want to do. But look at this! I got all my combat skills to level 14. Hit points 16. Just from burying the bones. Apparently burying bones in this game gives you pray good and pray evil XP, because I have level 9 prayer good, level 6 prayer evil just from the coin pickups from these goblins. I have 988 GP, which is like 200 or 300 more than I did before, and they only drop like 1 to 5 at a time when they drop coins at all. I have woodcutting and fire making levels just because another thing I did was I killed a bunch of chickens in order to cook them a bunch in order to get cooking level 10. And I am just sick of this, but we're going to quickly go through the Goblin Diplomacy quest and just try one more time on those goblins over there to see if they drop anything any better. Let's hope. Not very busy in here today, is it, barkeep?
No, it was earlier. There was a guy in here saying the goblins are arguing about the color of their armor. Knowing the goblins, it could easily turn into a full-blown war, which wouldn't be good. Goblin wars make such a mess of the countryside.
Well, if I have time, I'll see if I can go knock some... I lost the end of that. Did it scroll too fast for me to recover it?
Nope, that's the only time I can access that dialogue. Sorry, I kind of botched that. Yes, oh my gosh, thank God. The second goblin I killed over here dropped the armor that I wanted. So we should be able to progress through this quest just with a few simple button clicks here. And you know what? I'm actually going to just let them talk and kind of spam through this quest because I've already done it once more anyway. In my very first episode of Let's Play RuneScape. So, for the love of God, after all my hours of going through this game, I am just gonna quickly finish this. Do you want me to pick an armor color for you? Different to either green or red? He doesn't know what that would look like. I'll have to bring him orange armor. Well, boy, have I got you covered. Here's some frickin' orange armor. Nothing interesting happens. I guess I gotta talk to him some more. I engaged in combat. I am so stupid. Alright, I have some orange armor. I give them the orange armor. Oh, shocker, they don't like it because it clashes with their skin color. Gotta bring them some dark blue armor. Well, guess what? I did that already. It's me. I've got your dark blue armor. He doesn't like it. Oh no, now they want light blue, which is their original same color of armor I just talked to one more time, and this quest will be over. It was real easy for y'all to watch, but it took me so many hours. Light blue it is. Thank you for sorting our argument. I get 2 crafting, yet 3 more influence levels. And, oh, I got a gold bar out of that I am going to go and sell immediately. But other than that, it is time to go do one last quest in this video. And for that, we are going into town, into Falador proper. You know, I did always enjoy the town of Falador. Their bar even has 3 different choices of drinks. I always liked the Dwarven Mind Bomb. I have absolutely no idea or concept of what I meant by that, but given the 3 options, as a kid, I was always like, that one seems most appetizing. I don't know, I don't understand it. My senses are telling me that the squire is going to have a problem with some sort of sword. Let's go find him. Hello, I am the squire to Survivin. And how is life as a squire? Well, Survivin is a good guy to work for. However, I'm in a spot of trouble today. I've gone and lost Survivin's sword. Oh, do you know where you lost it? Well, now, if I knew that, it wouldn't be lost now, would it? Okay, well, do you know the vague area you lost it in? I was carrying it from all the way from where he had it stored in Lumbridge. It must have slipped from my pack during the trip, and you know what people are like these days. Someone will have just picked it up and kept it for themselves. Well, I could try to make a new sword if you'd like. Thank you for the offer. I'd be very surprised if you could, though. The thing is, this sword is a family heirloom. It's been passed down through Survivin's family for generations. It was originally made by the Imcanto dwarves, who were a particularly skilled tribe of dwarven smiths. I doubt anyone could make it in the style they do. Do you think if I tracked down these dwarves, they'd make another one? Well, I'm not 100% sure the Encounter Dwarf tribe even exists anymore. I should think Reldo, the palace librarian in Varrock, will know. He's done a lot of research on the races of RuneScape. I don't suppose you could try to track down the Encounter Dwarves for me. I've got so much work to do. Okay, I suppose I will give it a go. Well, thank you very much. As I say, the best place to start should be with Reldo. Gosh, in these early days of RuneScape, it is really annoying when somebody gives you a task to do that is nowhere near you on the map. The map is large enough that it's a little bit annoying to walk around, but not quite so large that they thought to come up with anything like teleportation spells yet. Off to Varrock we go. I think I may have actually gone through this dialogue once before. I think it might have been the giant dwarf quest that I covered in this series previously that actually took a chunk out of this quest. If you hadn't done it yet previously on your account, which I hadn't, so I may have said some of this dialogue already. Hello, stranger. What do you know about the Encanto dwarves? The Encanto dwarves, you say?
They were the world's most skilled smiths about 100 years ago. They used secret knowledge which they passed down from generation to generation. Unfortunately, about a century ago, the once thriving race was wiped out during the barbarian invasions of the time. Are there any Mkando left at all? A few of them survived, but with the bulk of their population destroyed, their numbers have dwindled even further. Last I knew, there were a couple living in Asgarnia, near the cliffs on the Asgarnian southern peninsula. They tend to keep to themselves. They don't tend to tell people they're the descendants of the Mkamdo, which is why people think the tribe has died out totally. You may have more luck talking to them if you bring a red berry pie. They really like red berry pie. Yes, we've done that before, and folks, in order to make a red berry pie, it is time to GBS Guitar Boys Cooking Corner. Yes, welcome to my RuneScape cooking show. Today, we will be making for you a red berry pie. In all seriousness, cooking was one of my favorite skills when I was first getting into RuneScape. All the cool things that you could make in this game. It was just fun to me. We're going to use... Oh my gosh, I am really struggling with the very basics of this. Every time I try to select the sink, I am accidentally selecting the drain. There we go. Going to fill up our bucket because we need to... I've brought enough supplies for 5 red berry pies here. Basically, we want to use our water with our flour. It gives us the option to make dough. For what we are doing right now, we are going to be making pastry dough. And then combining it with, there's a handy spawn of a pie dish here in the kitchen in the Varrock Palace. Just the perfect location for doing this. It's like it was built for this quest with a pie dish spawn, a sink, and a range. All very handy. Let's make some more dough here. Okay, pastry dough. And then we can make 2 of these at once. Then we take our berries and add them to the pie shell to fill it out. Ignore the fact that I'm standing in a completely different location. I completely forgot to actually grab the berries. All right, and now we cross our fingers because I've only brought enough supplies to make maximum 5 of these. And as I learned earlier, the failure rate for everything in this early build of the game is so crap. So I have the minimum level to not burn these pies. So if I burn 5 in a row, then I'm going to have to regather everything. 1 burnt. Okay, 4 more chances. Number 2. Cooked. Okay, good. So we are all set for this quest. I'm tempted to cook a few more and just keep them as a food source. The problem is I might have to drop them later. If I need the inventory space, because again, no banks, but I'm just going to do that, and we're going to head down and meet this Mkanto dwarf back on the southern Asgarnian Peninsula. Oh yeah, I should mention quickly that I did a little bit of shopping. I have an iron plate mail body, a bronze kite shield, marginally better there, and I do have a steel longsword, which is 1 tier better than the sword I had before, and I stole this fashionable cape off of a highwayman that I killed, so that's good. I just have to make my way around the jagged coastline here south of Remington, as long as this rat stops bothering me. Oh, Thurgo's all the way up here, which is very helpful. His house is a bit of a walk further. Let's talk to him. Hey, are you an Mkamdo dwarf?
Yeah, what about it?
I'm just wondering, could you make me a special sword?
No, I don't do that anymore. I'm getting old.
Would you like some red berry pie?
I'd never say no to a red berry pie. It's great stuff.
I hand over the pie. He eats the pie. He pats his stomach.
By God, that was good pie. Anybody who makes pie like that has got to be all right.
Can you make me a special sword now?
Well, if you've brought me such a great pie, I guess I should give it a go. What sort of sword is it?
I need you to make a sword for one of Falador's knights. He had one which was passed down through 5 generations, but now his squire has lost it. So we're going to need an identical one to replace it.
A knight's sword, eh? Well, I need to know exactly how it looked before I could make a new one. All the Palladian knights used to have swords with different designs. Could you bring me, like, a picture or something?
I'm going to see if I can find one. I'll go ask his squire. So now I get to go all the way back. Okay, guys, I said I wasn't going to use much in the way of walkthroughs for these quests, but I did take a sneak peek at the walkthrough for this one, and well, I'm not excited to say this, but I am going to have to do a few more things to complete this quest. These include getting level 10 mining in order to get a special type of ore that we're going to need a little bit later. I'm going to also need to obtain some iron bars. One way to do that is to get level 15 smithing. That is going to take forever on this janky game engine. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to kill a few dwarves. This is yet another monster to spam killing a million times. Hopefully that'll at least bring my attack, defense, strength, and hit points up high enough that I won't need to do any more combat skilling on my way to any of the other quests. This should finish all of that. But there's one more that is really rather complicated. In fact, this quest and one other quest we're going to have to do probably in the next episode of this series have actually one of, if not the most challenging requirement in the entire game. And it's a requirement that I don't think I am going to be able to possibly fulfill. That quest requirement is one friend. Oh, I literally overshot my destination a little bit here. Gonna go try to talk to the squire again here. So how are you doing getting a sword? Well, I found an Encamdo dwarf, but he needs a picture of the sword before he can make it. A picture, eh? The only one I can think of is a small portrait of Survivan's father. Survivan keeps it in a cupboard in his room, I think. Let me try. I don't think... I know you're supposed to keep him distracted. Well, yep, I've looked it up. There's not much I can do. I need another player. This is something Jagex was trying out in the early days of RuneScape for a bit of community involvement, was to have certain quests, I totally forgot about this, to have certain quests where you need a second person, a second account to come in and help you finish the quest. I've already come so far. I've spent so many hours on this quest today, and these servers are so dead that I don't know if I'm going to find someone else like-minded who's in the same part of the quest. Basically, someone else is going to have to open a quest dialogue with that NPC to get him distracted. So, frankly, guys, I don't know if I'm going to get this quest done on this playthrough. I've done a lot of work. Maybe we'll come back to it, see if we meet someone or something, but I really wanted to get 5 quests done in this episode. We've got to 4. I'm going to try to see if I can't really quick go and knock off Vampire Slayer. I had said we're going to have trouble with anything with the word Slayer in its name, but I spent so freaking long killing so many monsters that I think with attack, defense, and strength at level 14 and with 17 hit points, we might actually stand a chance to beat the vampire, in which case it's not a very long quest at all. Let's see if we can do that real fast for you, and that'll be it for episode 2. This quest takes us back into the community of Draynor Village. We've been here once before. Remember, we went up to the haunted Draynor Manor to do that weird quest with the chicken transfiguration machine upstairs in the Ernest the Chicken quest. Well, the reason that mansion exists... Oh, I did not mean to punch this goblin in the face. I've killed enough of those today. But in any case, basically, everyone in this town has been being tormented by the vampire who lives there, and we're about to find out all about that. Please, please help us, bold hero. What's the problem? Our little village has been dreadfully ravaged by an evil vampire. There's hardly any of us left. We need someone to get rid of him once and for good. Okay, well, as this episode has shown, I'm up for an adventure. I think first you should seek some help. I have a friend who is a retired vampire hunter called Dr. Harlow. He might be able to give you some tips. He can normally be found in the Jolly Boar Inn these days. That's so much walking. He's a bit on old soak. mentioned his old friend Morgan. I'm sure he wouldn't want me to be killed by a vampire. Okay, I'll look him up then. I swear, these old quests with their walking around the map and finding stuff requirements, annoying. I'm just looking around. I seem to recall from the last time I did this quest that there's garlic in here. Yes, a clove of garlic. I will need that later. I'm also hoping that I'm not vastly underestimating this boss battle. It is going to be our first boss battle. After all, he's a level 34, and I put my levels into a combat calculator, and it's something like 15 or 16. We do have okay armor. It's really not great. And food that's okay. It's really not great. We'll see how challenging this boss is, and if we need to gather more items. One eternity later, I have walked all the way to the pub in the northeast corner of the map here, but not really all that close to Varrock. Where is this Dr. Harlow dude?
Buy me a drink, please.
No, by the looks of you, I think you may have had enough. Oh, I guess I have to progress in the quest. For the second time today, we are manipulating people through alcohol. Morgan needs your help.
Morgan, you say?
His village is being terrorized by a vampire. He wanted me to ask you how I should go about stopping it.
Buy me a beer, and then I'll tell you what you need to know.
Okay, mate.
Cheers, matey.
So, tell me how to kill vampires, then.
Yes, vampires. I was very good at killing them once. What, you're gonna need to kill it with a stake, otherwise they'll just regenerate.
Yes, your killing blow must be done with a stake. I just happen to have one on me. You'll need a hammer to drive it in properly as well. And one last thing, it is wise to carry garlic with you. Vampires are weakened somewhat if they can smell garlic. Don't know where you'll find that, though. Remember, even then, a vampire is a dangerous foe. Thank you very much. I always thought it was weird that the beer sort of sobers him up a little. I can't lie, I am a little bit nervous for this. Anytime I have to do a boss battle that I'm not really sure I have the levels for, it makes me nervous, especially when I have this planned as the big finale to a video that I have already spent an entire day just on the filming aspect of, because this game engine is annoying and I have had to kill a lot of monsters today. We are back in the haunted mansion from earlier, but this time, this giant staircase on the eastern side of the house is what we are looking for. It is in that crypt where lies Count Draynor, who we will try to defeat. Again, like I said, if we can defeat him, that's the end of this video. If not, it is back to the drawing board. All right, let's all pray that the RNG random number generation gods are on our side for this battle. Oh, there's a free bronze med helm on the ground here that is not a good enough helmet to defeat this boss, but it's there. I don't know if this is good enough stuff. We're about to find out. I'm nervous. I'm as prepared as I'm going to be. There's no such thing as prayers in this primitive version of the game. And 43, I thought he was level 34. Did I just hit 10? Did I just hit 10 right off the bat? What just happened there? Whoa. Oh, okay, I see what happened. It's the onion, or the garlic, rather, in my inventory. I thought it would weaken his stats. It just kind of directly... Oh my god. It just kind of directly reduced his hit points by 10. I just realized I have to manually... Wow, I have to manually run away in order to eat food. I did not think about that. That's the RuneScape Classic combat engine for you. Okay, he's below half. He's below half here. I can do this. Maybe I cannot do this. Don't know if can do this. Oh, hitting threes is good. Hitting threes is good. Getting hit is bad. Okay, I gotta go eat more food. I'm gonna eat 3, and then I'm gonna attack him again. Once he gets really low, I gotta equip the steak, but he is not nearly low enough yet. We'll see if I brought enough food. I need 3 good hits here. I need 3 to 4 good hits here. That's one that's definitely good enough. Couple more. Couple more here. Couple more. Okay, I gotta eat more food. I think I can do this. I think I have enough food for this battle. Don't let him regenerate. Did I eat enough food or did I only get 2 there? I think I only ate 2. Okay, I can do this. 1 or 2 more hits here and I'll be able to equip the steak. This is nerve-wracking. I think I'm just a high enough level to do this. Okay, we're good. Gonna take the steak here. Let's see. Oh, he regenerated. Okay. So that didn't work. I'm gonna have to do this battle again, I think. I didn't know that he would actively regenerate if I didn't do it in time. I guess I was too slow. That's frustrating. We'll try one more time here. You know what, guys? This one's on me. I didn't realize the urgency with which I had to grab the steak, I suppose. I will not be able to do this boss battle, I don't think, unless I get really miraculous here. I'm going to have to go loop back around, grab some more food, and try this again. I think I'm okay to do this with just another inventory as long as I am a little bit better and quicker with my equipping of the steak here. I'll use this. I'll try one last time here in this run through, but I don't like my luck. Maybe if I get 3 good hits before he hits me basically 3 times. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like my luck. So close. You know what? I can do this. Let's see, actually. Let's try one last hit here. I could be risking death, but that's fine. I'm just going to risk death and come back. Yep, I did die. Oh, dear. I am dead. That's okay. I'll drop a gravestone, and I have more than enough time to get back there. Oh my gosh, I think I got filming just in time. I just ran down to grab my items, and he was still at low health. Can I do this? Can I need to... Oh, I did. I bungled it. I think he's going to regenerate again. I did this too slow. No, my gosh, I got him. Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh my, I was able to do it. Hell yeah. Look at this. Look at these levels. My influence is at 18 and I got 6 attack levels as well. Wow, that's awesome. We are level 20 attack. That is great. I didn't realize we got so many levels out of that. So we've now completed 10 quests in this game. There are now 4.5 to go. That's going to do it for this video that I have spent absolutely all freaking day on. That's going to do it for this one. I'm going to catch you with one last episode of this series. Hopefully I'll figure out what to do about that situation where I need someone else to help me with that one quest. But I'm so glad that I was able to defeat a boss on this account in the 2001 version of the game. That is fun. That took me way too long. I'm all loopy now. See you next time. Oh, and also, there are 6 other wonderful people making a video every day this month. We have like 10 to 12 days left, depending on when I upload this. Thank you so much. Check out their channels. See you tomorrow.